You're so much deeper when you quit playing charades. Yeah. You act so cool, but underneath you seem afraid. There's something sweet about your eyes when you feel safe. Yeah. But you keep running away. Owe it to yourself to dare. Just try to open up and show someone you care. It might not be intentional, but you seem scared. Just try to open up and let it lead somewhere. Breathe in some love. Let yourself unfold. Breathe in some love and let yourself unfold. There's something juvenile about your pretty face, but it seems so hard for you to know when you need space. I hope you find your peace and that you get a taste with yourself. Oh, yeah. Let yourself unfold. Yeah. Let yourself unfold. Owe it to yourself to dare. Just try to open up and show someone you care. It might not be intentional, but you seem scared. Just try to open up and let it lead somewhere. Breathe in some love. Let yourself unfold. Breathe in some love.
Good morning and welcome to Lausanne for Swiss Mixed Nats 2025. Today we've got a all-club clash, FAB X taking on FABrique. This is the 5th to 8th bracket semifinal. And after this we'll have the bronze medal game, then the 5th place game, and finally the grand finale. Some of these fixtures already in place, including that grand final that we'll see Scarillas taking on ZU Mixed later today. But leading in, as mentioned, Flying Angels of Bern. X taking on Flying Angels of Bern. Reek. Basically young versus old. So there's a couple of youngins on the old team and a couple of oldies on the young team. Coach Fernando Torre Harms and Odomat there. That is FAB X, or that is FABrique, sorry, in the white. FAB X in the blue. FAB X being the old, FABrique being the young. My name is Stefan Rapazzo. Thanks for joining us here for this Ultitv coverage. It's our great pleasure to be here in Lausanne, enjoying the mountains and the lakes, and of course the cheese and the chocolate. And this weather, these mountains, it's been a wild treat. It's one of the greatest Frisbee venues of all time that I've ever been to. I know Noah Brinkworth said that it's the best one that he's ever been to. And that is the exciting part about all this. As we're just about set, 1 minute away from pole now. Getting these fields all set for each new round as the pressure mounts, medals available, and of course the Grand Championship will also be for a world spot, a WUCC 2026 in Limerick. One Swiss mixed spot available, so that will either be Skorillas or ZU mixed taking that spot. We are set to pull Avdukic with the pulling duties, and it will be FABrique starting off with the disc. Rohrer to Rindlisbacher, and now Regenberg. Regenberg jacks it deep. Chambers is there. One hand takes it on the goal line. She'll have to retreat and throw another one for it to count. Takes the dump. Grutter in to Stauffer. And FABrique rip down the field on the back of a Regenberg Huck. Stauffer of the famed Stauffer family collects the final goal. Here's another look at that break, how that breaks down. One zero for Fab. Oh yes, FABrique. Of course, we have a chat function that you are more than welcome to use. Let us know what you're doing, where you're watching from, how you're feeling. Whatever you might choose to feel fun and engaging in the morning. Spinorama poll, love to see it. Timo Zimmerman and FabX, their turn to respond. Ladara looks off the first cut. Now tries to engage Lipchevsky, almost a Callahan, but a first throw takeaway. And it is in the red zone already. Rishna. Oh, and Rishna sees one through the hands from Zimmerman. Lipchevsky goes deep, looking for Araya, who's got it, and in for the goal. So they evade disaster and bounce back the other way quickly. Shivana on the goal score, but it's the Lipchevsky score or throw that sets things up. And good, no hesitation there to finish the job. So, one apiece in the all-club battle. This is Ninals, the top of the bottoms. And that pole sails out of bounds. Odomat here, doing the coaching duties for his longtime club. And coming in to play Rindlisbacher. Over to Grutter. And the upline works to Stauffer. Stauffer to Rohrer. That's a brother-sister combo. Tim and Paula Rohrer. Regenberg. Go tests and is denied by Kappeler. Avdukic takes the up line to Franke. High take. And FABX are on the doorstep. Duchler. Back again, Avdukic. Through Franke. And Avdukic finds middle. Mossyman. Avdukic and Mossyman exchange once more. And kicked out to Avdukic. Mossyman and Avdukic happy to exchange in the backfield. Until then, they find Benjamin Duchler and get on the board with the first break of the game. 2-1, but that's a big one because it's a break. Here's a look at what went wrong. Trying to force it through the middle there. Regenberg gets caught. And the score, Mossyman and Avdukic were getting comfortable, going dump swing. And Avdukic said, I've had enough of this. I'm just going straight for the score now. Azra Avdukic with the assist. And set to pull. Sent. Good pull into the end zone. Led out of the end zone to Grutter. And the hammer to get out of trouble. Nice throw by Rohrer to Regenberg. Down the middle, Rohrer, Tim Rohrer. Grutter to Rohrer again. Slow and steady. Good defensive pressure against, but there's a bit of room, and then jacked it deep. And Rohrer to Rohrer, the sibling connection, sister to brother. Another, and a sister and a brother. And they answer back with a hold here. Roaring into the end zone. Just about 9 minutes into this game. It will be 90 minutes maximum, and then a fixed score cap will be applied. Otherwise, game to 15, so whatever happens first, 15 or 90 minutes. And that pull sent and knocked down. Oh, taken away on the first throw, hand blocked. And thrown for goal. Kapler is in quick, and that break was very, very quick. And that might have been a father getting hand blocked and the son on the other side getting the ensuing goal. It was son blocking father and son getting the goal. So a family affair here. Kapler blocking Kapler, and then Kapler bookending on the point. Who's number 11 on your team?
It's somebody usually she has the 64,
Sorry, she just, it's true, she's there, it's just not in numerical order.
Maybe you know him as well.
Where's Dorn?
He's not here. He don't like me.
There's the pull. Libshevsky handles in the air.
Yeah.
La-da-da. Takes the under. Correctly. Nice catch. Giesler. Back to La-da-da. Leads into traffic and taken away by Schemp. Led forward Zimmerman. And he gets a couple meters. Quickly in for goal. Slip, but holds the feet. Von Stiga with the assist. And it looks like Dominic Regli on the goal score. Nice high release to set that up there. Nice no hesitation. And way to keep the feet there. Could have been a nice wipeout. But kept your feet, even though it looked like you were on ice skates for a second. There's Torrey Harms. Feel the burn. Those old school shirts inspired by commentary back in 2018 when FAB were playing in the EU CF regional qualifiers. Torrey Arms, the great captain back then, now the great coach. And remember, they went to the final against La Fotta. La Fotta got them, but it was a great game. 2018, can you believe that that was 7 years ago? Goodness gracious. Hanger, Mossyman takes it in the guts, waits wisely. Avdukic gives a move. Kapler, last time his son got him. His son's out covering him again. Wants another piece of pops. Avdukic fires through a small window, but the peel off is defensive only. Rohrer gobbles it up and takes it away. Goes to the break side to brother Tim Rohrer. He takes one up through the center. Fakes the hammer and then gives great leading throw. Rohrer tries to back it up and finds the way in. Kapler gets another goal. And Fab X don't like the way this is going. They're going to take a timeout here. And with that, we'll take one too. We'll be back with more action from Lausanne. I'm Steph Pazzo, and I must eat.
Sometimes commentator, sometimes food eater.
On my ultimate travels in 2023, I sampled culinary classics from all across Europe,
Oh, wow.
guided by some of your favorite ultimate players.
That's the Dutch hospitality for you right there.
I'll give you an insight into the secret spots that only the locals know of.
Are these the best schnitzels in Vienna?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Go find Steph Pazzo on YouTube. Like and subscribe and follow the European Ultimate Must Eat series. Well, that sounds like something worth subscribing to. FAB versus FAB, we're on. And FABX need to find answers. Kretley sends deep. Boom. That's one way to answer. Araya with the goal score. And FABX answer the bell and put one on the board. As wonderful as this venue is, the only thing it lacks is a coffee truck. I am forced into instant coffee this morning. I know, it's a tough life. And FABrique with the disc. Rinles Baja goes to Rohrer, and she jacks it deep. That's going to work. Great shot. Stauffer all alone in the end zone. But how about that shot from Paula Rohrer? She's been throwing bombs. That's 2 out of the forehand for goals that have been well more than half pitch. This one, yeah, well more than half pitch. But just look at that. Kaplow. Bang. Stauffer could have moonwalked and still caught that one. We're moving at a scorching pace here. 9 points in 18 minutes. Now, if I divided 18 by 9, that would be 2. That's a score every 2 points by my maths. I am no mathematician, but no on the camera. The score is 6-3, FABrique over FABX. Lipshevsky to Ladara, and the underneath from Kretley. Back to Ladara. Lipshevsky, he's not been shy to bomb him. Ooh, the bid comes, but it comes a bit late. Gisler. Hassler, and then a hammer sent into the sky. Bounced and into the hands of Kretley. Friendly fire, and Lipshevsky is found in the end. A little bit of luck getting the bounces going the right way there for FABX. Here it is again. This hammer was just, almost broke a cloud. Could have caused a rainfall. Tipped by 2 white shirts, but right into Kretley, and then finished for Lipshevsky. Got to be good to be lucky. They must be good, because that was lucky. 20 minutes expired. 10 goals scored. We're still at our same scoring pace here. Of course, this includes that time in between pulls. And we're off and running. Rindlisbacher to Regenberg. Regenberg winds up, sends it. Rohrer, the target, back of the end zone. I think she's managed to keep herself in. What do we think here? No, she is out. We're going to have another look. Yeah, she's out. Well-spirited. I like the shot. She definitely got the separation. And Baha. Ooh, there's a bid and a takeaway. Kapler on Kapler. Oh, no, it's not. This is not Kapler on Kapler. This is Kapler on Franke. It's a great bid. But Franke keeps it because of the contact. Have Dukic, well covered by Regenberg. Mossy man turns the corner, then sends deep looking for Avdukic, but no chance to check the body there. There's that deep shot again, just missing. Now it'll be Regenberg at the line for Break. Good cut, a lot of space generated for Grutter. He takes the hammer to Kapler. Kapler leads for Regenberg, she's all alone. Nice high take to be sure. Stauffer. Regenberg, quick to Rohrer, and Regenberg again. In the corner, all alone, Grutter for the goal, and FABrique showing off their strength. Now that point took a little bit more than 2 minutes, so our scoring pace is broken. But they've got 7 points in 23 minutes. Not broken by much. There's tennis over there. Not quite U.S. Open caliber, but they're working hard. They've got a ball boy. That's impressive. Ball man, perhaps. Punters coming in. Ready for action all day long. It's going to land in, and that's a great pull. Great roller pull by Chambers. Chambers, part of the GB under-24 bronze medalists. The women's team there in Logroño. Hanging out in Switzerland, and ooh, yeah, that was speculative, but they got away with it and get it upfield. Gisler underneath. Hassler to Laderach. Rydweg to Ladera. Ooh, nice inside throw. Libshevsky surveys Ladera, trying to give a cut, goes up line, and there's the throw. Great late throw. Finds Hassler for the goal. And FABX responds. A little bit abandoned. Libshevsky looks up line, finds a little window, and exposes for the goal. Ooh, look at the mountain and that cloud. It's just beautiful. Those are trees. And that's a tennis court. And boom, ultimate field. Kids getting ready for tennis. But more interested in the ultimate. Very logical. Give me a Frisbee, mommy. FABrique will receive here, hoping to take half. Ramona Rindlisbacher goes over to Tim Rohrer. Great cut by Rindlisbacher. Did not get the disc, but it was a magnificent cut. And continues to work. High take, even off the bounce. Stauffer. Regenberg, and she tests the corner. That is a beautiful throw. Just perfection, really. Regenberg looked up. Great cut by Tim Rohrer, and well pulled trigger to fire. Boom, Regenberg dropping dots. 8-4, 8-5 rather, half taker. 13 points scored, just over that 26-minute mark. We're still cruising here. And with that, we'll take a break for halftime. We'll be back with second half action from Lausanne.
There are so many reasons to outfit your team in Force beyond just looking the part of a champion. Force offers professional design services with their dedicated graphics team. All apparel is produced in France. Force works with a local labour team and their raw materials are sourced in Europe. Force insists on transparency with no hidden fees and international express shipping. Look the part and play the part with Force Sportswear.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTITV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
Oh my goodness. That is unbelievable. And created the net and made fun.
That was absolutely incredible.
Get there. Yes, he will.
The lovely did.
8-5 in the all-club battle. Flying Angels of Bern are feeling that burn. Well, at least FABrique are. I mean, they could both be feeling a burn, different burns. A painful burn of being humbled by the youth and feeling that burning desire for more success that they've felt over their elder statespeople. FABrique send the ball and give the chase. And great catch by Shivana on the pull. La-da-da to Kretli. Jacks it and gets a catch upfield by Hassler. Gisler to Hassler. And then in the middle, Araya and squandered. Just thrown behind while Gisler was open. Couldn't hit the target. Deep shot the other way. Shemp the target, and Shemp hauls it in. Mariananda Shemp, the elder of this team, running the D-line, getting those legs cooking, and looking good, scoring goals. There she is. Shemp. The goal scorer. Strong knees to be in a squat like that. (9-5). Some would think it's all taken and no given. 9-5. What a way to make a living. Oh, we've got some chat going on. Wombling free. Let's go, Emma. Likes the big pull that we had moments ago. And that pull touched the player, I believe. So that will be starting in Callahan country here where that rolled out. Dun, 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 dun. Back of the end zone for FABX. This is a tough spot, and they said, let's get it right out of there, but that's into the hands of Kapler, and he's now only 3 meters out. Leading throw, hits for the goal. Zimmerman finds Regli, and they are regulating here. 10-5. Dominance for FABrique. Some spectators looking on from the courts. A great university facility here. And here's the pull. Ladra to Kretley. Hassler to Lipshevsky. And he jacks it deep. There's double coverage, though. Not going to lie, not looking good, and it is taken away. Kapler. The deep goes, and he takes the deep shot. And great chase right over the head for Zimmerman. Not in. Faking a little backhand windmill. Outside. Chambers takes it high. And that makes it 11-5. Another break. And the screaming pace continues for scores and breaks. Zimmerman again isolates Chambers. She gets just enough separation.
FABrique new team this year, so they had to start Division 2. They're now crossing up into Division 8.
FABrique, the new FAB mixed team, so they have to start in the lower division and work their way up. So they'll be hoping to be promoted, but they didn't do quite well enough to get promoted. They're playing for 9th. This is the 5-8 semi. So if they continue on like this, they'll be 5th or 6th at the end of the day. Mosiman to Avdukic. And now Mosiman takes again from Rydveg. Avdukic. And a miss there. Looking for Baha. Deep shot goes. And what a grab. Rohrer is just crushing it out there. The throw to Stauffer is the easy part, but Rohrer has had a handful of deep shot hucks, taking high grabs, roaring through this game, doing absolutely everything. Absolute stud of a player. Rohrer, boom. High take. Defense had position there. Rohrer didn't care. I will take it away from you. She'll take a break now before she comes back and does more damage. And whoever wins this game will get the joy of a double stream today. Shivana, happy to take the pull. Ladra waits, but kind of directs traffic too. Ooh, now throws through a tight window, but gets it to Hassler. Offhand throw from Avdukic, and then sent high. Lipshevsky takes it. And FabX back on the board. 12-6 the score. There's the Lipshevsky goal once more. They got a lot of work to do still. But how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And you come back from behind one step at a time, one goal at a time, one play at a time. And Mossyman set to pull. Regenberg indicating readiness. Here is said pull. Rohrer, but that's Tim. The siblings have been fire. Grutter sends deep. Stauffer has way too many steps and is a big, springy young man. Gets up. Nobody's going to deny him. Stauffer doing it for the family name. Here it is again. Even if that was a contest, I think I would have backed Levi Stauffer. But when he had steps like that and defense is playing catch-up, it just seems all too easy. FABrique taking a timeout here. While in front, they're just going to rest themselves up a bit. We're going to take a little break here to make sure you don't go too far, because we'll be back in just a few short minutes' time.
Hallo, ich bin Sarina und erkläre dir den Sidearm-Wurf. Machst du Schere zwischen Mittelfinger und Ringfinger, legst den Mittelfinger und den Zeigefinger an den inneren Rand der Scheibe. Den Daumen legst du oben drauf, auf die Rille. Den Ringfinger und den Kleinfinger kannst du aussen nachher zum Stabilisieren brauchen. Wir stehen hüftbreit, ausgerichtet dorthin, wo wir werfen wollen. Und wir machen einen kleinen Ausfallschritt zu der Hand, die wir die Scheibe haben. Dann ist ganz wichtig beim Werfen das Handgelenk. Aus dem Handgelenk machen wir so einen Kick, damit möglichst viel Drall auf die Scheibe kommt und die schön fliegt. Das ist viel wichtiger als die Kraft selber. Die Wurfbahn der Scheibe kann man in dem verändern, dass man den Winkel anpassen. Das heisst, man kann die Aussenkante aufstellen. Dann macht das Frisbee einen Bogen aussen. Und wenn man die Aussenkante runterhängen lässt, dann macht sie eine Innenkurve.
Du möchtest so werfen können wie Sarina? Dann melde dich doch unverbindlich bei einem unserer Clubs und erfahre alles über Ultimate, die schnelle Teamsportart mit dem Frisbee. Alle Infos findest du auf unserer Verbandswebseite ultimate.ch. Wir freuen uns, von dir zu hören.
So, jetzt wünsche ich euch ganz viel Spaß beim Scheibenlegen.
Swiss Ultimate going on here. Mixed championships. 13-6. And FABrique looking the goods. There's Chambers. Fresh off a bronze medal in Logroño, Spain. Trying to see if she can get another pull. She had a brilliant one earlier that went rolling out of bounds and pinned in the corner. This one stays in the field of play. Shivana goes up and over. Kretli to Ladera.
Rocks, close the middle. Yeah.
Shivana to the far side. Araya. And Ladera crosses the field for Riedweg. Trying to work against the zone. Araya to Shivana. Riedweg's there. Fakes with the backhand a couple times. Shivana hops into one. Ladera fakes the hammer. All the way across. Riedweg. Shivana. High pass count here. As Mr. Davide Mori would say, the mistake is coming, but they have broken through. And that one's going to work. Libshevsky gets up, takes it down. A little floater from Nicholas Kretli. And one of the longer points of the day makes it 7-13. Libshevsky plucks that one out of the sky. There's the pull, well fielded by Tim Rohrer. Rindlisbacher to Regenberg. Stauffer. Rindlisbacher, a little bump after the catch. Regenberg gets the left hand out, then sends Stauffer in the corner, puts the toe down. He's in. That's a goal. And that's 14 for FABrique there on game point. Let's have another look at this one because it was great footwork by Stauffer. Regenberg just shooting at will as she has all game. Great footwork here. Boom, yes. Back foot down. About a second before the out of bounds foot. It was not a straddle. One foot then the other. And 21 points scored in 46 minutes. Scorching pace continues. And here's the pull. Zimmerman sends Shivana's under it to Ladera. Shivana steps in to a chisel. Leads forward for Araya. Swipes with forehand. The lefty gives low, Libshevsky. Finds a tight space there, but gets one through to Hassler, who goes high and around to Araya and then puts one to the end zone. Libshevsky higher than anyone else out there and manages the goal as such. Nice friendly kick spike there. Rohrer takes the pull to Rindlisbacher and then Tim Rohrer. Wide open, Grutter gets the disc. Kept following towards and then Kapler. Stauffer, Regenberg was heading deep but not taken. Stauffer thought about going around, takes the up line. Rohrer. And leads right into the middle, and Regenberg there. That is the game. 15-8. FABrique take down FabX at a scorching pace. Less than 50 minutes to finish the game, and getting 15 points. That is impressive by both teams, but obviously more particularly by the winning team, FABrique. And fittingly, it was Paula Rohrer throwing that game-winning assist. I thought she was the best on ground for the game. But good games by many in white. Rohrer, Rindlisbacher, Regenberg, Stauffer. Maybe stand at the moment. The whole O-line for FABrique were scintillating and excellent all game long. As we have a look at some of the great plays in the game. That high release, zippity doo dah. Here's Rohrer, one of her many deep bombs. So we will leave you with some of these highlights. We'll remind you to stay locked in for all the action as it comes your way. The third place game next. Flying Colors will be taking on the Panthers. That's at 10:45. So in about 50 minutes from now, 54 minutes from now, make sure you're back onto Ultitv. Time for a break, shower, brush the teeth, and all that good stuff. And of course, plenty of time to hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed, and a good chance to consider joining as a member or becoming a patron. For Noah No Brinkworth on the ones and twos, I've been Stefan Rapazzo. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you all next time.
I don't care about your game. I just wanted you to see me. Thought that you should know I'm already so.
Thanks.
Yeah, ultimate.
ULTI.TV